Please let them know in your different groups that we are about to start. Happy Easter Sunday to all of you. So happy to be here. So very excited to be here. I want to welcome my friends, all those who joined today. You are all welcomed. I started the live section 12 minutes ago, but somehow I just couldn't get to send it earlier on, and I really apologize that I didn't send the live earlier on. From my time, we are 6 minutes behind. I deeply appreciate those who came on to class on time today. I'm going to drop the live link so that it's first come first serve. I only allow few persons. All those people will say I know they are like I don't welcome men to the live section. Please, the moment I drop it, if you are a man or you are took time. All right, I see Neka, I see Favor. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, I
We
can.
can hear you.
All right, I see Remy. I'm looking for a man to avoid wahala. God's time, it's God's time, a man, or identify as a man. Let me bring God's time. Are you a man? Ah, okay. Let me look for someone else. Ada is a. I wonder if she's a man or a man. Sonia, Favor, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay. Neka,
I'm here, sir.
Were you the Neka that joined yesterday live?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir. It's the same Neka.
You have to check your network. Oh, I can't hear you clearly. Remy, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Let me know if you can hear me.
We can hear
We
you,
can
sir.
hear you. We can
All
hear
right.
you, sir.
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you.
Seems it seems it's not the network, it's actually the software. It keeps kicking me out. So I have to log in almost every, I don't know. Let's just hope it stays, guys. So I was asking, I wanted to know how many persons are males or identify as men on the live channel.
There's Olalekan.
Nick, are you a man?
Olalekan, I'm a man.
I'm
Okay,
a woman, no.
Nika is
okay,
not the woman.
okay. Olalekon, you are the only guy here.
See, Remy.
Yes, sir.
Is Remy not a guy?
Remy is a woman.
Okay, Remy is a Remy is a woman. Okay, nice. So guys, hopefully
Mr. David,
next
your
time.
voice is echoing.
Gloria said, Gloria is in your name is feminine. Your name is feminine. But if you identify as a man, that's no problem. Can you see? Um Gloria is in there. There's nothing manly about that name, but I don't want to be a profiler. Shebi, I've told you people. Chronicles of an Abroad Somebody, Bashiru. Guys, these my students are very funny. Uh, the type of names they have. Just look at this one. CCN creation. Except it's your YouTube name. That's fine. But some of them kind of chuckle me up. All right, guys, let's get down to brass tacks. We've spent 17 minutes trying to get everybody in. Hopefully, next time, today I've been a quite busy day. I'm so happy to welcome all of you. It's not easy to have it's a celebration. Um, that's why we shifted it to this time so that people who want to go to their prayers, make their celebration, meet their families, and things like that would be able to. Okay, Chronicles of an Abroad Somebody. Okay, it's your YouTube channel. That's fine. We'll be able to. We'll be able to connect with us. So my voice is not echoing. If it's echoing from your end, Helen Onyeka, try to make sure you single out the device that is causing that from your end. So I noticed, let me share my screen. I'm going to go through the assignments you guys shared yesterday. If you are just joining today, you are so welcome. This is where we have fun while learning. Abi, how was yesterday's class? Did you guys enjoy or learn anything?
Yes, we did, sir.
Yes, we did. Yesterday's class was actually fun.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. So let me look at the assessments you guys submitted today. By the way, can you see my screen?
Not yet, sir.
It's
It's,
blank.
it's
Not
blank
yet,
for
it's
now.
blank.
Okay. Is it coming up now? Can you see it?
No.
No.
No, no, sir.
Okay. Let me stop sharing and share again. Can you see it now?
No.
It's still booting. It
It's
doesn't
coming
come
up.
up.
It's kind of loading.
Okay, just let me stop sharing and share again. Abi, you showing now?
Yes.
Not okay.
Oh,
Yes,
Yes,
I only
yes.
see. I can only
Yes,
see the
yes.
streaming.
Can see your screen now.
I'm seeing the stream.
You can see my screen now, right?
The people in
Yeah,
yes,
the
this
sir.
stream
one.
here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So if you are just joining, yesterday I said if you are using a phone to listen to all our classes, I beg you, put your phone on a landscape. Of course, this depends on your device. Put your phone on a landscape mode. Make sure you expand your screen or zoom out, that is. Make sure that you increase the resolution of your phone so that you can have access to seeing these things and you stop complaining that it's blurry. These were instructions that were clearly given yesterday. And also, if you are joining us for the first time, we are using YouTube because YouTube is the best place for me. Using software like StreamYard is the best platform to minimize distractions during class. Always telling people to mute themselves. Those distractions will take a whole lot of time, and we are trying to avoid that. So, but if there are any of you interested in after this class, if you want to continue with your other software like SQL Server, someone is distracting me.
Who is that
Adaize,
on the
where are
road?
you?
I'm in my
Adaize,
parlor. I'm in the parlor.
is your parlor on the main road or it's not you?
No, I doubt
O-
I'm the one.
Olayinkan, Olayinkan,
Yes, sir.
you were the person, Abi. Where are you at the moment? We'll talk now. Your Easter never finish.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, let's just avoid those background noise, okay? I was trying to introduce because I'm not going to do this all the time, right? I'm saying this for those who are just joining live today. Please try to join the Discord server if you haven't. This is a professional platform. Facebook, most of the companies use Discord, Slack, Microsoft Teams. But for those who would want to proceed after Excel to learn other software from the health techies, you are not going to be using StreamYard because the number of persons would go really down. Like we don't take over 100 people to learn Python and all those Tableau, Power BI. The class begins next month, really. So we don't take too many people. With that, we can manage our students, give them the best as usual, and make sure that we work with individuals, right? So, but for a platform like this, for people who don't even know anything about Excel, the majority of you don't, especially advanced Excel, and people again who are quite new to Microsoft Excel, and probably they want to renew their zeal for learning it. They are kind of new to the whole platform. We don't want them to distract us, kind of um, telling people to um, mute, all those distractions. I had one funny experience. A student, um, one of our live classes, before I started using StreamYard, she just put her. I don't know if the person that was with her was the boyfriend or the husband. This I can't forgive myself for seeing what I saw that day in my class. In my class, video was on, and I didn't even know because I was sharing my screen. My people, I was
My
sharing my
God.
screen, right? So I didn't even know. And this person, the video was on, the audio was on.
Ah.
I am teaching something. You are taking my students away from me. Real life. And some people will be sleeping on their bed and they are unmuting themselves. The whole place is dark. Maybe they just want to go and urinate. They
Wow.
forget that their video is on. So they will
Oh.
keep their phone, remove their wrapper to go and urinate.
Oh.
You see? So people are quite new to some of these platforms. And each time I tell people when they say tech is becoming saturated, I just laugh. Where Indians and Chinese they Nigerians una dey learn work with Philippines. Like Nigerians, the majority of you here, una they learn work. Why do you think that more than half of the startups in the United States and in even in the UK are owned and controlled by either the Chinese or the Indians? Why do you think so? It's because these guys they eat and chew tech in their home country. Okay, like it's like a second nature to them, just like pigeon is second nature to a lot of Nigerians. So computer and coding and things like that is second nature to a lot of people like that, Asians and so on. So when we take the gospel of tech to a lot of people for free or even at a very subsidized rate, and all of you on this call know that there are some courses you are taking in Nigerian universities that are never going to take you anywhere if you are still in Nigeria. True or false?
Very true.
And the population is not helping matters. You have over 150 million people, if not over 200 million persons.
True, sir.
And the population is so, guys, let's pay attention to why we are here, give our best, and stop complaining. MB 79 MB, all those funny complaints I read yesterday. Now I am on Discord because this is where we post all our Excel materials. And again, I'm saying this for those who are joining us live today. This is where we post our Excel materials. Go to the hashtag April, eh, all April Excel materials. Nobody is allowed to post here. Only the materials that if you have not registered, please go to this form and register it. This is where we post recordings, links, material, textbooks that is going to be shared free later on. Then if you go to April free Excel section, that is where you guys chat. Abi, that's where people go and chat. This is not where you submit your assessments because we are not going to be scrolling up and down looking for assessments. So I beg you, always read the instructions on the Discord server because master this Discord server because some of you are going to be using it. If it's not Discord server, it's going to be Microsoft Teams or it's going to be Slack. Don't go and tell your guy to send you contract letter through email, through WhatsApp or Facebook. Don't go and say that somebody should send you a contract document or send you any serious documents through WhatsApp or Facebook or even TikTok. I know send you. So learn how to communicate with your emails. A lot of you know this, but for the sake of those who don't, learn how to communicate with your emails with professional platforms like Discord. They are professional. We term them so because a lot of professionals get to use them. Discord, Microsoft Teams, and Slack. Have I made myself clear, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then the final thing, this is your
Yes, we
April
have.
assessment. I took my time.
Yes,
this
sir.
morning to look at this place. I took my time to look at all the assessments you guys submitted here, and I discovered that a few of you were really, really, really like this is amazing. Neka Arinze. I don't know if the person is here. This is a very nice chart, very clean, white background, very nice data set, well colored, amazing. Can you see this person is dropping a chart? I don't know. Those charts are not supposed to be under your assessment. Then Bose, I'm really interested in knowing what type of trend is this. Is Bose here? Can you explain what type of trend is this? Does it
It's an
represent
upward trend.
what the graph is talking about, even without you knowing the content of the data set? Does this trend represent the graph, represent the growth of what is going on?
Obviously not.
Yeah. So, Bosse, I would encourage you to go back and rework on your trend. So I'm going to be. This is amazing. This person is Glorian. Is that like an N at the end of Gloria?
Glorian, Glorian.
Glorian. Wow, I'm just hearing that. Interesting. So this is really very very fantastic way of presenting your data set. I love this, Glorian. This is also good. Part for Jaws, Patience Joseph, part for Jaws. So I said that you guys shouldn't take a picture of your assessment. So this is not clear, even though the charts are looking amazing and it's on a table. So I noticed that only few of you, this is really nice, but the trend is kind of confusing. Irawo, I noticed that very few of you decided to think outside the box. Oh wow, this is good. Ruben. So
Sub,
Oluchi is
this,
going to,
can I ask a question as regards this Ruben's trend line?
yeah.
Okay, his trend line follows the bar chart, like it goes up, comes down, like it's in sequence. I don't know if you understand, but I was
Of
trying
course I
that
do.
on the assignment I was giving. The trend lines I was seeing, they were not going to follow my charts.
Okay,
I
so
tried.
Ruben has discovered a gold
Yeah,
mine that some of you
not
need.
not just him, someone else. I also tried chatting up the person, but he hasn't replied me.
Okay. The
His
reason why we are
trend
in
line
class
was
like
just
this,
perfect.
the reason why we are in class is to reach out to anyone that did something amazing. So trend lines, it could depend on his version of Microsoft Excel. It could also depend on the list of trend lines available on his own software. Ruben may
Okay.
be very mischievous as well by adjusting the trend lines according to the bars without letting anybody know. But Ruben
Oh,
cannot deceive me. But I love what he did there. So I noticed just a few of you, Chinwe, Tochuku, this is good. Only a few of you thought outside the box, and I'm going to explain what I mean by thought outside the box. Is it because I introduced you guys to bar charts? How many of you thought outside the box by doing something different? This is really good. Number of parks in different cities in California. Very, very interesting. In fact, this is fantastic. The colors, the trend lines, the data sets. This is okay. This is another one from Jack. You asked that question, right?
yeah. Persona.
Yeah. This is another. So you may want to reach out to them, guys. I'm going to take my time to go through this. Each time I come here, this is the only way I'm going to take note of some of you. And now I know Ruben and I know Glorian and I know Jack, I know Tochuku. My memory is quite good. This is Ruby again, Vicky, class called. Okay. So I'm beginning to take note of some of you. This is really fantastic. Adetola. So not Nancy Nesky. Interesting name. Are you from Russia? So one person did forecasting, which is really, really interesting. I'm going to take my time to go through this again. Each time we have sections like this and try to call your attention to some of those things. Assignment done by Mimi, Smelly Face Mimi. This is a good one. Yeah, this Mimi actually, from what I've seen, the only person who decided to use a line chart as well. So,
Interest, yeah.
guys,
I did a line chat too, sir.
you did a line chart. Okay, I've not seen it. Maybe
Yes,
it's
sir.
quite
Yeah,
off.
there are a lot
So,
of
if you have not
assignments.
done
Oh,
your
So
trend line,
trend cards.
if you've not done your trend line, please go ahead and do it. Um, Go ahead and do your trend line because it's very important that you understand Tonero.
So I
This is
just
nice.
noticed.
Okay, so let's go back to class. This is really nice as well. Jessica Udo. Oh, this is fantastic. I la 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 la. Oh, sorry, that's not my voice. That's the Easter chickens thingy. Let's. So, if you are having issues submitting your assessment, I beg you, please go and go and check it out. Neka, where did you go to? So, guys, because some of you didn't think outside the box, I'm going to go back to my charts before we talk about something else today. So, prepare magnificent charts. So, let me go down. Let me go down. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let me go to another page. So, what are we going to look at?
Yes,
What
sir.
what new table should we look at today? Someone should give me an idea. What should we look at today?
As regards the, are we trying to create another chart?
Yes, another chart.
We can look at
Should we do crime in a
population.
location, particular location?
Yeah. In
Rate
states.
of crime.
The rate of what?
Crime.
So, okay, take me through the column names.
Okay, location.
Okay.
I have a paper somewhere. Burglary. Okay, the burglary.
Crime, right?
Crime. Okay, crime. The rates, number of crimes. Number of crimes.
That's a way to put it. Frequency.
Number of cases.
Frequency.
Frequency.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's use these three. So, what's the location? Mention your village. Let's start from there.
Let's use the states. Let's use states in
Okay, let's use
Nigeria.
states in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Abia.
let's start with your states.
Abia.
Are you from Abia State?
Yes. Adeze. Yes, I'm from Abia.
Okay. What other crime do you guys have apart from bad roads?
Okay. Apart from what?
Bad roads.
Do we have crime?
Are you serious?
I don't know.
You know me now. If you don't mention crime, I'll impose one on you guys. So
And
mention
pose
your
one
state.
because all of them have left my head. If there's any, pose one.
Okay. Okay. The next people on the call. Let's be done with location first. So we have Abia. What other state?
Meduguri. This is Meduguri.
Let's use simple
Edugri. Okay.
Edo State.
That's your state.
Yes.
Rivers.
What else? Rivers. Okay.
Abuja.
Abuja. All right. Let's take one last one.
Kogi.
Kogi. So I've visited all these states except Meduguri. So I probably know Abia stealing. Meduguri.
On the chat, they said kidnapping.
Meduguri. Should we Boko Haram? What's bombing?
Kidnapping is fine.
Insurgency.
Rivers. Bunkry.
Yes, oil bunkering.
Robbery.
Bunkry. Blue collar crime. Classic.
Classic corruption.
I was actually thinking blue collar crime.
Massive illiteracy.
Mr. David,
Okay.
Kogi
These
State is
are
not
these
that
are what?
It's like this is
Kogi
from
State
experience.
illiteracy is not like massive like that, Sha. But it's fine.
So let's just assume these are the crimes. So for stealing, let's give them an A, 90%, kidnapping, 80, prostitution, 100%,
Oh
oil
my God.
bunkering,
101.
95%, classic corruption, 100%, massive illiteracy, 80%. So we can do what? Control A, right? Alternate
Yeah.
shift HOI.
HOI.
Now let's do that again. Control A, alternate shift HOI. All right. So everything is now okay. Then what else? You highlight, right?
Yeah.
Put it in color. I'll tell you guys how best to do all this. I'm just taking this from the basic. By the time we begin to talk about tables, you would see a difference in how to make this better. So we just want to make this bold and
Sorry, Mr. David, what key did you use to rearrange all this? Control A, alternate what?
I typed it yesterday. Where were you? Let me write. Let me put it again. Please be checking comments for the question to alternate plus shift. All right. Then you now press your H, press your O, and then press your I. That should solve it for you.
Oh, I actually wrote it down.
So frequency, we want to look at frequency in percent. So you come here under home tab, you see this percentage, right? Just click on it and that will solve it. Probably we want to look at you want to increase no, let me remove the percentage. Should I?
Sorry, sir. A lot of people are complaining that they need your screen to be zoomed out.
Zoomed out.
Okay. This one okay?
Should be fine.
Yes, I should be.
If your screen is blurry, you need to increase the quality of your YouTube.
Yeah. So this is what we have, right? And then another thing we want to look at, remember when we talk about primary key, guys, what primary and secondary, look at your table. What is the primary column there?
The primary
Frequency.
frequency.
No.
Okay, crime.
Primary
Crime.
crime.
Because remove that column from this table. Location and frequency, when you put them together, it doesn't make sense. True or false?
Makes sense.
True.
Yes, true.
Good.
True.
But keep crime alone. It can stand on its own. It could just be a list. Then you now attach location to the crime, okay? And then you
And then-
attach frequency. It makes total sense. That's one of the best ways for you to understand which is the primary key and the secondary key. If you want to know the primary key or the secondary column, I keep using key because of my idea of Python and coding. But if you want to look at primary column, if you want to know simply what the primary column is, remove a single column from a line of a data set. If every other thing makes sense, then that means that column was inconsequential, was not necessary in the first place. I can remove frequency from here. Is this table going to make sense? Location and crime,
Yes.
is it going to make sense?
Yes.
It's going to make sense. If I remove location, is this going to make sense? Crime and frequency?
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah, to make sense. So because we now have our primary and secondary keys, I actually now want to
Yes, it's
concentrate
true.
on I want to concentrate on crime and frequency. I can go location frequency if I want to. That is, if I want to analyze the data, I could now visualize location and frequency. But for this one, I want to look at crime and frequency, just the two of them.
Frequency.
So I'm going to highlight just these two, and then I'm going to go to my insert menu. This time around, I'm not choosing the column chart because it seems most of you were choosing column chart. I want to choose the pie chart. Let's look at the pie charts. And then I click on OK. Do you see that? The pie
Yes.
chart.
Sir.
Now we can also edit this. This is another assessment coming for those of you that were bent on bar charts. I want you to use a data set. Please write it down somewhere. Your next assignment, use a data set and then use that single data set to visualize in different charts. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can have a couple of data set that is different, but let's use that, and then you can always edit this. I already talked about all these design layouts and format yesterday, but let's say I want to see the numbers like the frequency instead of if I take my cursor right here, okay. Okay, let's edit this. We're going to call this we're going to call this crime rates,
Rate of crime. Crime rate.
prime and frequency. So there's something I didn't teach you guys yesterday. Assuming I want to insert a picture into this chart, I'm going to click on picture. Let me see if it will work here. I'm going to click on picture. Then which picture should I open now? Make I no open wetin I no suppose open.
Carry us go where we don't know.
I tell you. So this some of my old. Okay, this side is business. Let me go. Oh God, don't abandon me at this time. Let me
Suspense.
So I can use the flyer.
let me go. Okay, let me use this. It's actually let me use this. Insert it. Right. So can you see that?
Yes.
So you can try this if you want to insert a picture in whatever thing you're doing. But let me undo that. Then I'm going to click on my chart. Go to format. Did we talk about this one yesterday?
Yes. Did we?
No, we didn't.
Did we?
I think
We
we
didn't
did.
talk about this yesterday. Okay. Okay, I love this red because it's actually crime. So crime is dangerous. So let's say we want to look at this. You can see the difference. Okay, when you click on the first one, it's under your design menu. Click on the first one here. It takes
Gives you
all
the
the legend by the side into it with the percentage, which is actually what I wanted to see at the first. So looking at all this, what crime would you say has the highest percentage?
classic corruption and prostitution.
Okay, so is that true of Nigeria anyway? Maybe I don't know. So you can come here, take your time, look at all of these things. This is the second one.
This one actually makes
Play
more
around
sense.
these things, guys. This is the third one. You can see the differences.
Yes.
This one
Yes.
or the second one, which one?
Is this one? Yes,
This one. This one.
This one makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can play around it. You can see every chart. When we were using bar chart, did you see anything like this?
Actually,
Did you
stumbled
see all
on
No.
the
this, but because we used bad charts
this?
yesterday, I decided to use it too.
Exactly. So that is it for bar chart. So let me go. Uh, let me drag this down. I want to do another chart now, and then click outside. I want to highlight it again. Now I want to use. I want to use another chart. Not supposed to look at this today because I'm supposed to be done with charts. But I saw that most of you were using bad charts. So now let me use what else should I use? Let me use area charts. Okay. Then click on OK. Can you see? This is
Yes.
area chart.
This is
Drag
better.
down.
So someone is asking if you can come again on how to insert the percentage.
Well, the percentage, right? When you click on it, just go to your design menu. You would see these icons. Let me click on this and then you see it will disappear. You can see there's a difference, right? I click on the second one. That is how we got it. Excel automatically generates it for you. You don't need to go and type 15% inside your chart. So now let me click this particular one and then maybe I want to choose any of these colors. Make it, I still looking at red in this case. So let's say we want to choose, if you want to play around all this, you'd see all the numbers. So by the time you look at all these icons, you would see, okay, I prefer this one, I prefer the other one. And okay, I think I
Hmm.
love it because of the
This one
line.
is, yeah.
So you can see the values. When you take your cursor around, it will tell you this one is kidnapping, this is prostitution, this is oil bunkering. So this is what I want you guys to do. Please try to submit it as much as you can. And I don't know because I think I'm done with charts for today. If you have any question about charts, please ask right now. Your assessment is to use a particular table and then use it to play around the different types of charts. Push, paste it on the Discord server, screenshot, paste it on the Discord server, so that when I go through it, I can say, okay, you did well. I think you should do this better, or something like that.
There's a
Okay, so let's
question.
ask back on the trend line because going through the assignments, a lot of people still did not get the perfect trend line. I'm asking again, how do we get the perfect trend line to follow the bars as they progress, as it's coming down and going up, for it to follow that
Okay, let's
sequence?
let's try it. Trend lines normally would go under a bar chart. Okay. So this is the bar chart for this particular. So just go to format. Is it format? No, layout,
Yeah.
and then you see the trend line. So yesterday, guys, I was telling you you can click on more trend line options, and you see a list of trend lines. So normally, I want to advise you when before you apply anything, before you apply, let me drag this somewhere so that we can talk about this clearly. Uh, Trend lines, more trend lines. Okay, good. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, we can, sir.
we can hear you, sir.
There is one man on this call that is not talking. My guy.
Oladipo.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
There is one man I on this call that is not talking. My guy.
Oladipo.
Yes,
Look
sir.
at
We
look
can see
at
your
me.
screen.
There is one man on this call that is hearing myself.
Ah,
The only man here is causing problem.
there are a lot of questions on the chat too.
Please read them out. Read them out. I'm not going back to be reading those questions. You guys are here to help. Please let's help ourselves. Okay.
Yeah.
So that trend line, if you open, this is the linear trend line. And I said, if you are confused about anything on Microsoft Excel, you see this question mark at the top here, just
Yes.
click on it. Ask, let's click on it right now. And you would see if you don't want to click on it, you press F11. Is it F1? I don't know. Between
You
F1
said
or
F1
F11
yesterday.
on your keyboard. Good. Come here, you will see charts. You can learn anything you want to learn. It's totally free. It's like Wikipedia inside Microsoft
Excel.
Excel. So somebody should not be asking what is linear trend line. It can my class, I don't spend time for theory. I don't have that time to explain anything theoretically when you can read up even on inside the software itself. I'm going to show you, right? So you can build that knowledge by your further research. As you can see, this is a linear trend line, and it tells you that this business is actually moving on a straight line. It is not succeeding exponentially, it is not also failing. You know all those people that say, my marriage is very good, no quarrel, nothing. Their own trend line is straight. But you see all those people that say all men has come. If you check their trend line, you go from waka from bottom, go top, come back bottom, come go top again, then come bend down. You know, their trend line is like that. Same way with guys that are doing scams and they corrupt and they just want to mess their whole life out. If you check their trend line, it's perfectly irregular. Are you guys following me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is not your place to go and insert let's say you want to click on insert, you come to shape, you open shape, and then and then and then you click on a line. When you click on a line, you now come and drag it inside your chart and call it a thread line. What you have done is not automated. So you may not have an idea of how the progress of that data set will be like. So now, if I choose exponential, do you see it still shows me a straight line? If I show logarithmic, let me I go polynomial. Can you see polynomial is bent,
Yeah.
power is straight, moving average, that is it. So it's showing you that there is a point between these points and this point. That is the average. If whatever you are calculating, that is where you see the average. And you can see the line to the major trend lines. So if I rework on these data sets, maybe one of them goes down, the other goes up, you would see that once you click on each of these trend lines, there will definitely be differences. You can change the line color as well. Just go to line color, let's say solid line, and then increase the color. Maybe you want to put red. Do you notice it changed to red, right? And then transparency, if you say you want to increase it, it becomes fainter. You want to decrease it. If you want gradient line, you can see all of these things here. So your job, guys, when I show you how to do something, your job is to play around it. The more you do it yourself, because now you know how these things work. Let's go to line style. If you want it to be thick, which is what we have, you have it there. If you want it to be this one, you choose it. If you want the width, let's choose the first one. Under line style, you want to increase the width, and you can see it's becoming thicker. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's becoming
Wow.
thicker right here. Cool. Let me go back and change the color. Change it to this one. So let's go back to line style and it increase, decrease it. You can see, right? The line color. So one person may decide to play around this and puts a very interesting trend line with colors, make it very obvious. Okay. If you want it to appear dashed, Can you see that? It appears
Yeah.
dash. Did you guys notice that there's something like this?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
I didn't even want to talk about this today, but so my job is to introduce you guys to all of this. This is not so important here. I'm going to show you where you would use shadow and glow and all these things. But again, I know somebody who asked me, how did I get to this point? How did I get here is go to your data sets, okay? Like I did here. Copy. Let me do it one last time. Copy, all right? Go to insert menu,
Highlight
go
rather.
to your bar chart, all right? When you go to your bar chart, go to your layout,
Layer.
you will see trend line. Open your trend line, you will see non-linear trend line. But again, we want to see all the trend lines. So what do? You click on more trend line options. When you click on more trend line options, you are going to see everything I talked about. You want to change the line color, you want to change the line style. This is where you navigate all of that. Is there any other question that is within the chat before I move on to conditional formatting? Please, your assessment is go and create a fictional data set and then replicate what I have done. Play around with the coloring, with your trend lines, especially if you are using a bar chart. Also, play around with all the other types of charts that are available, not just the bar charts. We have the line charts, we have the area charts. I've shown you guys some of them here, right? We have the bar charts, we have the aerial charts. Let me delete this. So
Okay. Okay.
this
So
is
another question: are there some bar charts you use that will make the trend line not to appear on the charts, rather it will appear just beside?
So as long as it's a bar chart, it is very possible for you to have trend line options. Now, if you click on trend lines for your bar charts and they don't appear the way you want, it means that Excel cannot interpret your data to have any progress that demands the appearance of a trend line.
Oh,
There are questions.
Yes, questions. Ask.
It says, I have a question on clustered column. I created a data set of 5 columns and can't use the third column as primary column. I don't know what that means. Shinwe,
Um,
okay.
I don't
I don't understand.
even you that is reading, thank God.
I don't understand.
That's not the question.
Even you that is reading, thank God you don't
Okay, so I
understand it.
think I
I
think
wa-
she's referring to this kind of column on Excel, the charts. I think she's referring to the chart on Excel where the charts are the bars are clustered, like they are together. They are not separate like these ones that you're using. I wish there's a way.
She said she can't use the third column. I think it depends on the data, not on the
It depends.
columns.
It actually depends on the data, but she's also referring to clustered columns.
Well, it's possible she didn't highlighted those columns.
Okay, someone said, is it possible to use more than one trend lines in one graph? For
Mm.
my response to this is, it depends on what you want to do and what you have been asked to do, really. It depends. So if your company wants to see the progress of work done or the progress of the business, if the business is failing or succeeding, you may want to use an exponential graph, because it really shows. If the company wants to see the forecast, like they want to know if in 10 years from now, if they are going to grow, what trend line are you going to use? The forecast trend line. Okay, the forecast trend line will tell you. We did that yesterday. True or false?
True.
True,
Yeah, we
sir.
did that yesterday. And Chinwe, was this the question that was confusing everybody?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
I created a data set of 5 columns and can't use the third column as primary column. If she were live, I would have loved to give her the opportunity to share her screen.
Since she's listening, I think she may want to clarify on that.
Okay, yeah. Please do
And always
clarify
go
on that.
back to the question.
She has another question down.
Which is what?
What if we have stealing in different states? How will Excel differentiate it in the pie chart? Or will it merge the two together?
Okay, so if you have stealing in different states, the fact that it is different states, that's the keyword you should take. Stealing is not in the same state. If it's in the same state, what you are going to see is, maybe if you are using a bar chart, you are going to see a single bar chart, and then the differences in the stealing frequency in the state. But if you have different states, if I go back to my Excel sheet now, and then change all the states there to just one state with different crimes. Jennifer, yes, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just explaining questions. Then you would see that, right? So it's a matter of you actually finding out what do you want to visualize. Do you want people to see stealing in different states, or do you want them to see crime in different states? So your job is going to be asking yourself the most important questions. And guys, we need to continue this class so that the
So
questions
one
will
last
keep.
question. I think one last question from someone here. How do we delete your how do you delete your rough work on Excel? I tried doing that yesterday too. It was
How do I delete my rough work on Excel?
on Excel.
Okay, that should be
Yes,
pretty
sorry.
simple. All you need to do is, for instance, this is my rough work, okay? Just click on it. Click, if it's a chart, click on it and press delete. It's gone, right? Click on it, press delete. It's gone. Let me delete this one. Click on it, press delete, it's gone. Or you just click on it, highlight whatever it is that is your rough work, and then press delete. It's gone. Can you see that? And
Yes, sir.
including this one, if you want to change the color, just come here and then no fill. Everything is gone. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to undo. By undo is Control Z.
Control
Control
Z.
Z brings everything back. So given that, let's continue with the class. By the way, after today's class, some of you are disturbing me, and to be honest, I don't really like it. How can somebody be calling me 12 midnights? Huh?
It's the time
They
zones.
don't know
You
the
sent me
time
a
difference.
message and I didn't respond.
They
Even
don't know
when
the
I say
time
we have a
difference.
virtual assistant, even when I say, even when I say, can you imagine? They don't know the time difference here. Even when I say even when I say that we have a virtual assistant, Oluchi, she's been working with us for a long time and she knows how to navigate this thing. Reach out to her, okay? Somebody will be calling me at midnight. Do you know what I was doing that time? You were just calling me. No, not take time. Oh, look at these people. And again, to avoid all these things, right? After this class, I'm going to open a premium group. Those of you that want to join the premium group, please send me a message. Now, the premium group are those that are going to be planning for their group internship. These ones, you will drop your assessment in an email that will be sent to you so that we can look at them. It's like getting a little bit more personalized. And of course, you get your certificates. It's a full-blown class on its own. But the class is still going to be free for everyone else. We're not charging you to be here. But if you want to have our time, you want to have our attention, massive attention and time, and then it proves that you attended the program like this, or even have access to our team members in should you have any job about Excel tomorrow, you can reach out to me and then I would add you to the premium group. Please don't call me midnight and say, sir, how can I join your premium group? Hey. So let's continue this class. I'm just saying that because some of you have so many questions and we can't just attend to all of them in the same class. Now let's go back. What have we treated so far? Let me know where we are going to do.
Um, We've treated how to identify rows and columns, how to create a bar chart, and we also just did pie charts.
Okay.
We've treated how to also identify primary and secondary columns. I think
Okay.
that's what we did
Primary
yesterday.
key.
Primary key. All right. So now we've looked at
Primary
rows
key.
and columns. We've looked at preparing magnificent charts. We looked at trend identification. We've looked at okay. Those are the three things we've looked at so far, right? So I've also looked at pie chart and things. So I'm going to be looking at these two things, and then if we have time left, we'll look at the first formula for today, which is the sum formula and the summing formula. Very important. This is just basic Excel. I'm going to try my best to be fast enough and also patient to respond to questions. So with bringing anything to Microsoft Excel is pretty much simple. Let's go to bring anything. So we want to look at, okay, let me type this now here. So we want to bring anything to Microsoft Excel. And it's very simple. How do you bring anything into Microsoft Excel? The first thing is just click anywhere on your data on your workbook. Go to the insert menu. Insert menu is insert. You know, when you are inserting something into something, that is what it
Yeah.
means. You can either insert the thing from within Microsoft Excel or you insert it from outside Microsoft Excel. So if you want to learn how to insert is a picture. You go click on picture. So I'm going to bring in any of my really handsome picture. Let me search for. Oh God, don't embarrass me. It's time I come here. I don't. Okay, so this is one of my pictures. So, guys, in case you have not seen my face before, even in your dreams, this is the opportunity to look at this amazing young man, the most handsome tutor you can ever meet in this life. And if you are single, may God answer your prayers, huh? Just use me as prayer point. So this is one thing. This is how I brought in my picture. But if people don't know that we can actually edit this picture, the way I'm doing it, I used to tell people when you are editing a picture, or you can see when I was reducing it, I did this, right? I drag from the sides. Are we
Yes.
together? I drag from the sides.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The moment you are tempted by the devil to adjust your pictures by the side, just watch and see what will happen. Do you see?
Another different person.
I I look I look
It's shrinks.
I look like your ex-boyfriend.
Voila.
Or I probably look like you when you had no money in your account. Very slim and horrible. Please don't do that. Never, never, never adjust your pictures from the
From the
sides,
side.
not even from the top. Now, this one, when you see any button or whatever it is at the top, it means you can actually turn your pictures. That's what it means. You can turn it left, turn it right. So if you
Okay.
are very familiar with Microsoft Word, not Excel, this thing should have been quite easy for you. So that I'm going to undo this so I bring back my handsome self. So you can edit this, right? You can go to, if I click on remove background, if you have any picture that has any background you want to remove, you can see I've removed. If you want to remove the background, that is it. You just go there and delete marked something. I need you guys to play around these things. I need you to play around how you can you see
Oh,
that I removed the background? Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Hold the head now. And see the head and the glasses.
What a
Uh-huh.
head.
My sister, if I tell you how many suffer where this head don't carry. So you can remove the background. So some of you have pictures, you want to remove the background, you don't know how to remove it. Go import it into Microsoft Excel and you can remove the background like I did. Can you see that? How many of you knew you can do something like this on Excel?
I didn't know. Wow.
Uh-huh.
No, I
So
didn't know.
let me undo. You
Someone
can
said you should do
actually
it
save.
again.
Yeah, you can act when you are done. If you want to save it, you can just highlight. If you want to copy it, and then paste it in your Microsoft Word or something like that. Paste it wherever you're good to go. So let me undo, and then we click on it. Go to format. Remember, anytime you import anything into Microsoft Excel, there's always a menu. Did you see that? There's always an extra
Yes.
menu. Click on it, format, and then you are going to see everything that you need to do about that image. Are we together?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, someone is asking if you can repeat the process on removing the background again.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
James Samuel is asking if you could repeat the process on removing the background again.
Is everybody hearing this song?
I can't hear him anymore. I don't know.
I think the system has logged him out.
Seriously. Oh, that's
For those
true. It's not in the system.
J-Win Travels, you're asking how to import the picture. You can just go to insert on your ribbon.
Maybe we should try answering some of the questions so that when he comes back, we can just move forward. If you want to import a picture, where import? Go to insert.
Yeah, once you go to insert, there's a place for picture
Okay,
there.
hold on. Okay, go to insert. You'll see a column where you see pictures. Click on it, a bar for pictures. I don't know the type of Excel you're using. Click on it. It will bring out pictures. You click the kind of pictures you want, the picture you want to insert. Click on insert, and it will appear on your Excel sheet. I think he's trying to come back.
When you insert your pictures, if you click your picture, you can now see remove background in your ribbon area.
It's under
Entertainment
format.
TV.
Removing background is under format. So after inserting pictures, you go to format. I think it comes up automatically for my Excel. It came up immediately I inserted my picture.
I had to click.
Format.
Everybody's this thing is different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Depends on the Excel you're using. So you click on remove background. It removes the background. If you want to keep it, say keep changes. It's my mom. My mother's face is funny. I used my mother's picture for it. The face is funny. So yeah, that's
It said insert. After file, there's home, there's insert. Who is this? Gift. Gift WC. It said use from the, not from the right, from the corners. That's how to adjust the size of a picture. Poster. They said don't adjust from the left or right.
adjust from your top and the top
Or any
top
any of
left
the
or top
ends.
right, either not by the side. Yes, not by the side. You can also rotate your picture. You try to locate where the other arrow-like stuff is showing. That's what's appearing on my can rotate from there. Is Mr. David coming back anytime soon? Foster Joy, please, what is the right to adjust the size of a picture? That question is not clear enough. So you might want to expatiate. Look at Sako, check very well, remove background is there. Look at Akko under formats. The first column for my Excel, the first column by the top left says remove background. So check amongst those columns, the headings. You'll see one that says remove background.
I think
You can remove
if she's using
from
a lower version of Excel, she might not see that option.
Yeah,
there.
she should just
But
check.
I always say my Excel so that they know. If you're using
Oh,
2010, it says something different. But for mine, it's saying
exactly.
remove background.
G wins, you have to click the picture so that I think the icon comes on.
I keep being thrown out by the software.
Use
I'm
the
just so pissed off.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, what question was it? I'm sorry, guys. What question is came up?
I
We
think
tried
they've
to answer
already,
them.
yeah.
We've answered them.
Okay, you guys have helped them out.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, we can
based on the
continue.
Okay,
pictures, remove
okay,
background, insert, and all.
okay. Nice, nice, nice. By the way, one good thing about joining me live is the fact that if I get thrown out because of the software, you can share your screen and explain to whoever is asking a question if I'm not back in a few minutes or seconds. I hope that's clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, especially if you understand it. So we are still continuing this class. We spent an hour 29 minutes. And you, like I said, my class doesn't exceed 3 hours. So you have to come prepared to learn. It's totally free. I don't like when I'm teaching and people are asking me, when is this class ending? As if as if I forced them to be here. Anyway, can we continue?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is it for the pictures. And let's say, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Yes,
let's
sir.
say I want to change the picture. You can come here, click on change picture. You want to reset the picture, come here, click on reset picture. You want to edit the picture. If you click on each of these, you'd see what it's going to do to the pictures. Are you noticing that?
Yes.
You see the
The
Yes.
background
color,
of
the
the
background
picture.
colors are changing slightly.
Yes. It change. Okay. Put this right there. You can see it changes.
Great.
So this is your second assignment, right? Import a picture and edit it. Please, you people should be posting this thing on your Discord server.
So someone is asking on
Import,
Discord server the best version of Excel to use.
get the recent version. There's no best version. I'm using 2010 and I'm still using it to work. So if you look at all this, you would see there's a shadow here. You can edit it as you like. You know, you probably didn't know that you can do this on Excel, just in case. You can put it this way. You know, those days when you go for a funeral, this type of image edit, person where don't die, then they like put them for this kind of circle. Not true now. The
Glorious,
children will carry
glorious
the
exit.
children.
Glorious exit.
Yeah, exactly. Una sabiam. So
People to mama.
now like this, then they run am o. Just come here, then send it to the editors. This one is good. I mean, I love how the bend is, and you can also edit the bend. Anytime you see an extra ribbon, it means you can adjust it. If, for instance, if I drag this down, you can see I drag it here. You
Somebody's
can
equal to glue.
can you see it? The more you drag, the more you make it closer. You can drag out, and it becomes that way. Do you notice that? And then you
Yes.
can, with this circle,
Yes.
you can turn it left or right. You can do that. So play around these things, guys. So let me look at picture border. You want to put red at the border. Can you see red color is at the border? You want to put yellow at the border. Border means like the external part of your
The
picture.
external part.
And you can play around all of those. Okay. If you don't want any outline, just come here, click no outline, and you see it's gone. Then come to picture effects. If you click on presets, this is what I wanted to show you guys. You would see different edits. Can see that, right? See this. Go click on picture, go to preset. You can do all of this, right? You can do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this.
3D.
So this one is lying down. Um,
Resting.
resting, my dear. Rest from life. You go to shadow. Let me go back to, let me put myself erect. Cannot can rest, no wake up again. Go to presets, go to shadow, play around it, guys. When you put shadow now, you click on this one, you would see that there's a shadow at the background. Click on picture effect, put shadow. You can see shadow. Can you see the shadow?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
when you play around all of these effects, you would see what they do to your image. Then you come to
Starting from
reflections, you
blue.
can put this. If I choose any of these ones, then I scroll down. Can you see the effects?
Wow.
I mean,
Yes.
you
Yes.
can see the effects, right?
That effect
Yes.
look
So
like something else.
this is nice. So let's go back to this one. So that is it for reflection. Let's go to glow. Then I click on this. It glows. You can notice. If that is not noticeable enough, you go back, picture effects, glow, pick on this one, very big. You can see it glows by the side. Okay. You go to soft edges. You want this to be out. You want this. So by the time you play around most of these things, you definitely see what difference it makes to your picture. So that is what I want you guys to do. Then go to picture layout. Okay, we're going to talk about this pretty soon. So that's one thing you can do, right? Bring anything. The picture, let's go to insert menu again. Then we have what is called clip art. When you click on clip art is like Microsoft Excel trying to, it brings up a dialog box. Microsoft Excel trying to just make you feel that you can import any picture that is inbuilt into your workbook. For instance, I already did type car here. Assuming I want a goat, picture of a goat. Let's see if they have it. I click on go. So it doesn't have a picture of a goat. Let me say gone. Click on go. It doesn't have a picture of a gun. You can actually go online, get it, or get it online. And if you open this, you would say all media types. If the gun is an illustration, a photograph, a video, audio, but they don't even have it. So let's choose house, then click on go. All right, it has a picture of a house. So we can click on the first one, and then you can see the picture of a house it has. Then you can drag it down here. You can adjust it by the side. Do you remember what I said about adjusting pictures by the side?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can adjust it by the side. You can edit it the way you want. Picture effects. Let's say I want it to glow, right? Uh, what else? I want it to do whatever it is I want to do now. You can see that is a picture effect right there. So that is the second one. You can insert a clip art. Just go type anything on that clip art. If it has it, it's going to bring, just type anything. If it has anything, it's going to bring it up here for you on Excel. Then shape is another thing. These are all the shapes that are here for you in Microsoft Excel. So let's say I want to choose this smiley face. Then you are going to see this cross. Can you see my cursor? It turned to cross.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so let me go down. It turned to cross. When once it turned to cross and it's not pointing like an arrow, just know that you've clicked on something. Then you click drag. Can you see that? Click drag.
And you click on your mouse, hold and drag.
Exactly. Click and drag. When once you click and drag, you see an extra menu would appear. You can now format it the way you want, change the color down black, red, blah blah blah. You know, you can play around it. Okay. You can go back there to insert shape, insert maybe you want to insert plus, then you come here, drag, you can see it's plus, just the way you want it, right? Then you can edit it the way you want, right? You can go to your shape field, you want to change the color to yellow, red, whatever it is you want to change the color to, let's say green. Okay, can go back to insert, go to shape, take this, drag it at inside. So I need you guys to play around this thing. Okay, play around it, play around it, play around it. Put it at the middle, change the color. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm showing you people. Are you people seeing?
You are going somewhere.
Uh-huh. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just showing you how these things work. So that is it for insert. Very simple. Insert and shape. Then smart ads. When you click on smart ads, this is where it gets interesting. And I need you guys to do this before the next class. So we have, this is smart ads. We have all, meaning all of them. If you want to see a list, you remember, how many of you know what is called organogram? Like you have the president, for instance. After the president, you have vice president. What else?
Yes,
House of
Yeah, like
like
Senate.
like
the
like a family tree, but this time a
Hierarchy.
Yes,
It's an
exactly.
hierarchy.
Exactly.
hierarchy. Yes,
Ah,
hierarchy.
an arrow
Sabi,
downwards.
Sabiam, Sabiam, Sabiam,
Line of
Sabiam.
authority.
Line of
Exactly,
authority. That's
exactly.
the bottom.
So in your homes, you have your father, you have your mother, you have your siblings, right? That's the line of authority. these days anyway, with the way the world is, nobody wants to be the head of the family anymore. So everybody is equal. So let's say you have the parents, and then you have the children who may choose to be female or male. So and you can use this list. Let's just choose one of them. Let's choose which one. On that list, I'm going to choose this chevron. So there's a preview here to show you what it looks like. And then I click on OK. When you click on OK, you can see it right here. So you can drag it all the way down. Um, Click on it, drag it, click and drag it. So under here, maybe let's say we want to put president, okay, followed by what? Vice president,
Vice President,
followed by
Senate
Senate
President.
President,
Senate leader, followed by who again?
is it the
Una
Chief
no
of
sabi,
Staff? It be like
chief of staff, followed by
and others.
Palablu.
Blue.
Uh,
Ulaba.
Even myself be person, so you can adjust it. I'm just putting my name there. You see that, right? So for this one, you can say maybe the first, right? Second,
Second, third.
and then third. Dear God, this is not the position I want my life to be in. Can never be third in the Lord's
So you can
name.
actually take
Amen.
it to first. You're in charge.
My dear, this life. So I can just take it here. You
Simple
know,
and short.
life is not. I remove these people. I don't know what they are doing in
The
life.
first shall be the last.
Just so
The
you
violent
see it
take
now.
it to first.
So this is it. I want you guys to do this. No, 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 no. Bala Blue, no, no, no. You cannot. No, 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 no. Bala Blue, there's no way. No, 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 no. Bala Blue should be the last person on this list. Respect to the Bala Blue fans.
Okay, so someone is
So
asking on the Discord group, glow with pride. When you're done editing the picture, how do you save it as a JPEG and not a sheet?
how do you save it as what?
JPEG, JPG, maybe as a picture,
As a
possibly,
picture format.
and not a sheet, as a picture format, and not in Excel sheet, so to say.
Okay, it's very simple now. I think I said it. Just go copy it, take it to your Microsoft Word, take it to your Corel Draw, take it to another software that you can do whatever you want to do, and then save it the way you want to save it. Excel is where you can do the magic, but for you to change it to another, you can't even change it to PDF on Excel, right? Excel file is Excel file. There's an extension for it. .hl HLS XLS.
So to change
Then
anything to
PDF.
whatever, you take that particular
Yeah,
place and paste it there and save.
yeah. So you can also change this thing here, right? You can change all the relationship. This is how you can play around it. This come here. You can change the type of relationship you have. The list. Are you guys seeing?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
Good. So I need you guys to work on this. You can change it, put it this way, put it this way, put it this way. Are you seeing the differences?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Put it this way, put it this way, put it this way. So the more you change your charts, the more you see what you can do with it. So you can either do this, take it to your PowerPoint. All right. Some of you know how to use PowerPoint. Do design it on Excel, take it to your PowerPoint, paste it there, and then save it as PowerPoint, and then take it to and there's this software you can change PowerPoint to picture or something. There is a way with research you can get all your questions sorted. You can change the colors here, right? I want to
I have a
change some of
question.
the colors. Yeah.
Hello, David. I have a question.
What's the question?
Um, as a data analyst or anyone working with data, where or when can you use all these pictures, editing of pictures? Where and when do you usually use them?
Okay, so if I am presenting a document to people, okay, and I don't want to leave my Microsoft Excel workbook, I can use the first page of my document to insert. Maybe I'm talking about product management or I'm talking about sales of that company. So I'm going to import the logo of that company into the first page of my workbook. I can now make the logo appear colorful the way I've taught you guys here, so that before I move to the next sheet, they have already seen their logo, the title of the page. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Good. And then sometimes if you are working on a chart, if you are working on a chart and you don't want the background of the chart to be just any plain color, maybe you are looking at the progress of someone like Tony Elumelu. Are we together?
Yeah.
You are looking at the progress of someone like Tony Elumelu to Nigerian or African entrepreneurs. And then you are creating a chart as to when he started, how much he started giving out, and up to date. So you see there's going to be an exponential growth. There'll be a trend line. So I can tell you, what if instead of putting a color to the background of the charts, which we all know how to do, you can insert Tony's picture at the background.
True.
Are you following me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it
Yes,
it
sir.
makes people to pay attention to your presentation more than when you just put any background just like that. Just plain. If you are telling me that, if you are blowing my trumpet, oh, this guy is the most handsome guy, just check his lips, check how nicely pointed his nose is, just check him out. If you are saying all of that and you are presenting something that is very distracting, I want to look at my face when you are presenting a data about me. Don't just be talking and then there's no picture of me anywhere and you are just babbling. Show the people how amazing this face is. Let them dream about this face.
Yeah.
Do you understand how these things work?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Excel, this is just basic Excel. We've not even gone into all the calculations, and we are moving straight into that in a couple of minutes from now. And by this basic Excel, it gives you a foundational understanding of how you can present your data to people. True or false?
It's very true.
Sure.
So, for those of you that will be interested in joining us for our data analysis course beginning next month, we are going to introduce you to Tableau and Power BI. These are really interesting software. Do you see this? Can you see this icon?
Yes, sir.
So this is Power BI. Can you see Power BI desktop? This is
Mm.
my SQL server. It's a programming software. This is Slack. I've told you guys about Slack. I use this for my workspace. Of course, this is Bing,
Edge.
Microsoft
Microsoft
Edge.
Edge.
You,
Search.
you guys have heard of Upwork, and then this is my Python. Can you see Python?
Mm.
And this is what Microsoft SQL Server Studio. So everything about me, I'm not joking about this. If when you see me, forget say I fine. I know say I fine, but when you see me, you see somebody that is serious about whatever he's doing, and he wants you to also take it very, very serious. Anyway, let's go back. I think we are
Sorry,
done with
Abraham is asking how much is the cost.
how much is the cost? Check our website. The cost is, I think, We'll talk about that later. I don't want people to be distracted about how free this class is. I would rather concentrate on those who want to be in the premium group. Check our website. Everything you need is right there. It's that course is like, if you, all the clothes you have been buying in your life is not even up to the amount for that course. So I think we've looked at picture, clip art, shapes, smart art, screenshot. This is where you can take a screenshot of whatever you're doing. We've looked at all these columns: line chart, pie, bar, area, scatter, other charts. Slicer, we're going to look at it. Hyperlink, we're going to look at it later. Text box, this is totally uncalled for because we are this mostly on Microsoft Text Word. We are not looking at all of this. Symbol, of course, you guys know all of this. So, guys, having said that, I think if someone asks you, do you know how to bring in anything into Excel? What is going to be your answer? Do you know it
Yes,
now?
I do.
Yes, I can.
Like,
All right.
So how do you,
So now,
quick question, please, before you move ahead? How do you create picture background?
how do I what?
Create picture background like you were explaining about Tony Melu. If I want a background of him or I want a background of a picture, how do I go?
Okay,
Like I
let's
want.
let's try. Let's do it on this particular chart. Let's try it here and see. Go to
Okay.
design, uh, layout.
Picture.
Can you see? Go to shape
Shape.
fill, then click on picture.
Picture. Okay.
Then let me choose this. Click on insert. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So you can drag this up. So that is it. You can do that if you want to present anything to someone. The person will say, "Oh, this is nice." You know. If you are looking at crime, just go to the internet, import any image about crime. Okay, download it into your laptop. Then use the background. Put a crime. The our Here you can either insert a picture or text field. For instance, we want a texture. I want to choose this one, right? So you can see for the title,
Yes.
you can change the color. That's to You can even insert a color right there. And then let's say I'm gonna call this prime frequency. So do you understand it now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's continue. Now we want to treat conditional formatting. And the more we talk about these things, the more I also have an assignment here, which you guys know. Please bring anything into your Excel sheet and format it as you deem fit. That's the assessment. Then create a fictional data set and conditionally format it to based on hierarchy, text, type, or column details. So we are going to be looking at conditional formatting right now. So let's go back here. Um, So let's create another data set. Someone, let's create another data set so that I use it to explain conditional formatting.
Data set. What will be the
Population.
population?
Come on, guys, suggestions.
Someone said population. Is
Said
it correct?
what?
Population.
I didn't get you clearly.
Population
or disease
Population,
control.
in
disease
Nigeria.
control. Okay. Population, disease control. Okay. Okay. So what should we title our columns?
So should we keep using locations or because population will also have to do with locations?
But is this control
Uh,
too? You need location for that too.
Location. Yeah.
I need something different aside location. We're using location.
Something different. People in the chat part, people should answer now.
We can do students and CGPA.
Exactly. That's what I want to say. I talk about
Okay,
school
test scores. Test scores.
exam,
Yes, students and
exam
tutors.
scores. Yes.
Okay. Students, course,
Courses,
Yeah. Grade.
and
with
grade.
Grade.
Oh yeah, students.
Remy,
Remy.
Neg, Tinubu.
Favor.
My name is
Remy
Daniel
Obi.
Kasirimbo.
Remy.
Adezobi. Adezobi.
Olalekan Shinwe.
Ruben Abati.
Ruben Judas.
Moses Aaron. Otedola.
Otapia. Otapia. This guy killer. Is that your ex?
Is killing.
So course. Let's look at math, English,
Geography.
economics,
Chemistry. Chemistry. Physics.
Biology.
You know what? Because we are looking at the same group of persons, let's look at maths generally because I
Yes.
want to use it
Yes.
to. Um, so I'm going to just drag. We're going to be talking about field much later. Then grades. Let's say over 100, 50, 60, 81. Those random grades.
90.
Okay, 90. Yeah.
They are good students.
Then
So should you do you want to make it a 4 columns? Do you want to do it 4 columns?
4 columns. What else do you want to add?
Okay. I wanted according to like 50 to 70 A, like the A, B, C, D, E, F grading.
Okay, yeah. No,
Score.
no
That will
problem.
not be score.
Grade,
Score
yeah,
and
grade will
yeah.
now be score. Yeah,
score.
grade will be
Grade will
score.
be score.
Yeah, I get you, but I just want to use this to explain conditional formatting.
Okay.
All right, guys. So on a norms, can someone tell me who scored the highest?
Jessica.
Jessica Kill.
All right.
JC.
See as una sharp mouth. You know what? Let me open a data set and ask you guys that same question. I'm actually opening one of the tags I was given by someone to analyze. I think the guy is in UK. So this I did this analysis using Power BI. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So can somebody tell me, looking at your screen, this value, we are looking at thousands of data sets. So can you tell me under column C, under column C, which is the highest number under column C? Can you use your eye? Those of you that were sharpening your mouth.
293. 293.
293.
293. Okay. How did you
Yes.
know? Let me scroll down. Did you see? Did you see
So
300?
we answered
Did you
based
see?
on what we were saying.
Did you see 300? Did you see 328? So
need to-
can if I
340 something.
We need to sort it.
so
360.
so how do you know? How do you know now? Which is the highest number?
We'll sort it highest to lowest.
Yeah, that is
290.
one way. That's one way to do it. Okay, but it's very important.
Is it by
it was very-
control find?
Got to find what?
No,
Control F.
no, you can't.
No,
You
control
can't
find will
find
not.
the highest number using control find. Okay, so this is 28. This is a data set I actually analyzed. 2018 is from a company actually. They wanted to know certain things, and you can see how they have organized their data sets.
Yeah.
You see that? So this is what you guys will be doing for those of you that want to, leverage on the skills you are learning in Excel. So I don't want to do this before I start scaring you people now with numbers. So let's take it slow. So that's why, guys, that's why conditional formatting is very, very important, especially for smaller data sets. It kind of help us to see clearly what we need to do. Oh my God, what happened? That thing we just typed disappeared. Oh. Is it because I opened a new data sheet? Oh shit. Let me quickly do this.
We can do it again.
So let's do this quickly. Students,
Courses.
course, grade, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
great.
So NECA, Tinubu,
Jessica Kill.
They say you should please zoom your screen. They can't see the figures.
okay. And course and match. Grades, just random grades is
90. Sir Jessica was highest too.
the stakes have changed. Okay, let's still give Jessica highest.
Somebody should have 27. No. Yeah, they're all good students.
Right. So conditional formatting helps us to analyze data to see clearly what the data is all about. Who is the highest? How can we see the highest without wasting our time to just look at it? So go to your home menu, come to conditional. So there are two types of conditional formatting. This is the basic conditional formatting. I'm going to be teaching you guys the advanced conditional formatting. Hopefully we'll end this class in like 15-30 minutes from now. All right. Um
Okay, sir.
so we can look at conditional formatting, read up what conditional formatting is all about, right? You have conditional formatting, just hover your mouse on it, you would see this right up. What it says is that it highlights interesting cells, emphasize
Interesting sense
unusual values,
information. Yeah.
and
And
visualize data
visualize.
using data bars, color scales, and icon sets based on criteria. So open the drop down. The first thing I want to show you guys is the data bars. We are going to be looking at this much later. For data bars, if I choose any of these solid fill, for instance, let me say I'm going to highlight. You need to highlight what you've done. Go to conditional formatting, go to data bars, choose any of these color scales. So with the color scales, can you now see that between 90, 87, and 85,
It's
those
like a
remain
bar.
the
Yeah.
the the toppers. That is what conditional formatting does really. Can you guys see that?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
in case you just want people to pay attention to who the highest person is without having to tell the person, okay, go to rule 9, go to rule 10, just be using all the just with the coloring, it makes a whole lot of things easier. You can actually clear this. Just come here, click on clear all. um Sorry, you have to highlight. Come here, click on clear format, and everything is gone. Okay, including the ones that we did not send it to do. So come here, clear, clear all. It removes and see the mistake. Clear formats, and it's gone. Right. So
Yes.
let's try another one. We want to go to conditional formatting. We want to use, you can use any of these color or gray fields. More rules, we are going to be looking at them when we talk about intermediate Excel. I'm actually ending the basic Excel course today with using the sum function, really. Um,
Thank you, sir.
so that those who are here for intermediate and advanced, we can still talk about some crazy shit. So for color scales, you can choose your color if you don't want. Okay. From the color scales, you can actually tell people, you know what, check the purple color, check the blue color, just to have to tell them. I'll give them an idea. You can clear your rules, from selected cells, and everything is gone, right?
Mm.
Then you come here again. Let's look at icons. For icons, you can choose to use any of these to represent your data set. For instance, red. If you tell someone, you know what, please look at the red, the
I
places marked red. Those are the highest students we've had. You can score them an A, assuming you want to put something like, what is it? A? How do we call them? It should be A, A, A.
A.
Okay.
Okay, so you can do that, assuming you are working with someone who have issues identifying who is an A, who is a B. You can now tell them, red, something like this. Red equals to
A.
A,
Yeah.
and then black, um,
F.
black equals
F.
use F with
F.
F
Now F. Now
equals
F is fail.
I
black
said D.
45 and 55. Those are not fails now.
D.
Those should be like D.
E. E. Not D. It's actually
Uh-huh.
E.
Do we
D,
still
yeah.
use E? E?
So you can use this to tell people to, kind of, in case you don't want to do the work. And this is very, very important for those of you that are secondary school teachers. instead of putting all those things manually. So, some schools in Nigeria, they still use paper and pen to calculate who take first, or who take last. When we have a software like Microsoft Excel, please go and tell them to come and learn Excel. It will help them. Teachers spend hours back in Nigeria. I've witnessed this a couple of times. I was a teacher myself, earning 18,000 naira. I'm so ashamed to say it because that is the time one of my girlfriends ran away from me. Anyway, 18,000 naira. And what was it? It was very tedious for us back then. It's a couple of years back. Very tedious for us, calculating all these things with calculator. Not so many of, and then I couldn't afford to go to school with my laptop and begin to do this on paper because these guys they don't want to say anything on laptop. You have to use your pen. Very archaic people, like some of your professors that hate emails. They hate emails. Say, yeah, no. Sir, can I send it? Can I send my project through your emails? They'll look at you, David. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you normal? So I'm normal. I'm just asking. Can I send my project through email? No, go and print it. So go and print it. Send it to me. Bind it. Bind and cast it.
Find it.
Send it.
Yes, so.
Send it to me so that I can use my red pen and be
At the
marking
end
it.
of the day,
Now,
they will read it.
the funny thing is that even if the idea is you want to use a red pen and be marking it, some people don't know that when you are reading something, a text on Microsoft Word, you can just highlight whatever you want your students to do. Put a comment. I hope you guys know how to do it. Put a comment on that thing you
Yes,
noticed.
sir.
Yeah.
Put a comment on it. Highlight it, maybe red or yellow, just to make sure when the student scrolls down, make life easy
And it
for these
is
people.
it.
And you go to I sometimes back I when community development services work, you go to some communities, then you want to report to the ministry. You go to some of these ministries, you see piles and piles of paper. Oh my God, piles and piles of paper. And I always ask myself, my God, is it that these people don't know there's something called a computer?
They
And
do. They're
piles and
just
piles
going
of
to
papers.
message like
What
difficult
if
for
what
people.
if somebody mistakenly puts an important document into flames? What if the office went into flames? You come and then they'll tell you that one snake came and swallowed your certificate, or fire enter office, so they can't recover it. Anyway, this is not the time to be. So that is just basic conditional formatting, guys. You can do that. Go to conditional formatting, change the icon. I want to see this. I hope say all the assignments I'm giving you people are noticing it too. You are taking
Yes,
note of
sir.
all this. You can, like this one now, you can see what is showing 1990. They're all full with 85. That is to tell you that this an A is a A and A. This is probably a B because there's one of the boxes missing with black or blue. This is probably D. This is probably a D. Or you can say that the boxes that are all empty, you could give an F, and the ones with that have just one blue highlighted is a D. Does that make sense? Am I making sense at all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please, this is how we can make life better for those who are not so good with some of these things in Excel. It helps, it can help teachers, it can help you trying to organize your data. It makes your it makes your life presentable and things like that, right? And if you want to track how much you are spending in your house, you can track using conditional formatting, color everything. It shows you, okay, if you were spending so much money on gas, on internet, on your partner, on your children, you begin to see the different things that are taking a whole lot of your money. And with that, I want to talk about some and we'll end the class today. Any question on conditional formatting? This is quite basic. That's why it's right there, basic. We're going to look at all of that. I think we've tried today. We've finished the first sheet or the first, yeah, we'll finish the first sheet. We've looked at rows and columns, how to prepare magnificent charts, visually aiding conditional formatting, trend identification, and then how to bring anything on Excel. Abby?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So now it's time to get a little bit serious on Excel. So this is the one, this is where I'll end the class today. Should I still continue? 30 minutes, 15, we are
Yes,
done.
sir. Please. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is anybody snoring? Check the comment section. Anybody they snore? Yeah,
Yeah.
their
How one use
boyfriend,
know with the
Abi,
snow
their
now?
girlfriend don't show.
During travels, they tell story and they gist us something.
Okay,
During
Jiwin. Oh,
travel.
this is nice. I love people like this. This is
Yeah.
interesting. So 10 years later, I was lecturing
There's
in
a story
UNZ.
before that. There's a chat before that.
They were paying him
Okay.
5,000 to teach.
I was also
As a
teaching in
teacher.
secondary school, paid 4,500 in 2009. After 6 months,
You
I said I will resign, and then they increased it with 500 naira, making it 5,000 naira.
Jiwin travels.
You have
My dear,
suffered.
I don't know. Ah,
Oh
I can
wow,
connect.
sad.
I can connect with this guy. Because
You have suffered in this life.
after my second degree, it wasn't really funny for
As a
for some of
as a
us.
full teacher, not NYSC. Wonderful.
Yes,
For
sir.
some of us, that we depend on God for grace. We also depend on how intelligent and skillful we are. We don't have anyone in position of authority that will say, "Oh yeah, come and get one big position." Some of us started from the scratch, and if you started from the scratch, you know that the battle you are fighting is not to. You don't have to joke with it.
Yes.
You have to put a lot of effort. You have to be focused. And back then in university, people used to think that I didn't know how to, because I never had a girlfriend. Okay, I didn't need all those distractions. Money was supposed to use job, save Gary, put I will carry on the play love. Which kind joke? So and then if you don't have money to call somebody, the person will feel like, oh, you don't love me, you don't check in on me. Oh, come on, David, why are you doing this to me? Do you know how many people are waiting for me? I mean, I'd be like, oh my darling, do you know I care about you, but money no day, no be me do you know what? I come, I go bring Gary, make we sip. It's
Afalaku
you gotta
Isabella, close go off now.
you,
It's late, sir. Go off. Don't worry.
yeah, you got to be very very focused on your journey, and that is what happened to me. I mean, I've had friends much later in life. Right now, I could probably have a few friends if I want to, but you still need to tell yourself, look, I know where I'm coming from, I know my background, and I need to stay focused on that path. Okay, so if you are
Yeah.
here learning, earning pretty very low, and people are shaming you for it because you are earning 5,000, 10,000 a month, they think you are stupid, you don't know what to do. I normally laugh, about all these things because I was there. Look at 18,000 naira. Very smart guy moving around in Abuja, Nasarawa State at the time. Not many people know, but I divided my salary into two. I've posted this thing a couple of times online. I'll put half of my salary, 7,000 naira, that is, paid to somebody who was teaching me English phonetics because I wanted to improve on my writing skills at the time. And after that, in fact, they didn't even pay me my salary for like 3 months, but I didn't bother because I was learning something. I was using the space that God placed me at the time to improve my skills. So by the time I was done learning, and then I got myself a job, my very first job, I got it on LinkedIn. This was years ago. I moved from 18,000 naira to 250,000 naira within the space of 2 months.
Wow. Wow.
Resigned from the job, left, went to the estate. I was beginning to ball. Now that time, all these small children of Jezebel want to tempt me. I go do fasting. I say I burn and I cast now. This small money even on the enter now. I because of the discipline, it was very easy. I started working with um local organizations, international organizations. People started connecting me with these opportunities. Then I started teaching about tech, everything. So things began to fall into place gradually.
Mm.
And here I am, United States exchange alumni. I've traveled to a couple of places. Not that I'm so wealthy, but I just know that there are people who value what I value, and there are people who value. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of encouraging you if you are at a point in your life where it seems that. Are you guys hearing me?
We can hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can.
Hello, are we still here?
But yeah,
Yes, we
Yes,
are.
we
Yes,
can
sir.
hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay. So if you are in a point in your life where you are not earning much, I beg you, please don't feel ashamed that you are not earning much. What you should do for yourself is build the skills. I'm saying this for those who are in need of something bigger. Build the skills. I'm glad to read that thing from what's his name again? Uh
What's
G Win
the always travels.
something win?
Travels,
G
right?
win
G Win Travels.
travels.
G Win Travels, yeah. So, when you travel out of Nigeria, you see how much people are earning some of these things. You just you just laugh, and you tell yourself that a lot of Nigerians are suffering. They are not just aware of it. But don't feel bad. Improve your skills. This is the first step to it, really. And there's something I want to share with you guys. Please go to LinkedIn. Open a LinkedIn account, please. Open a LinkedIn account. Let me see if I can open
Even
my.
if you don't
Can you
have
see
so
my
much
screen?
credentials.
So after this class, we have, for those who will be interested in earning from Excel, we are going to have a section. It's called remote opportunities and remote opportunities. If you want to begin to learn how to earn, please let's contact me on LinkedIn. This is me, the most handsome man you would ever meet.
I don't
I'm
think we
going
can
to.
see your screen.
Uh, you can't see my screen.
It's blank here.
Okay,
Okay.
let me share again. Can you see my screen?
It's loading.
Loading.
It's blank. It's blank.
All right, let me stop
Yes,
and
we
then
can
share
now.
again.
I guess.
Can you see? Can you see my
Yes.
screen?
No, it's load.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we can see the screen.
Right, please. LinkedIn. It's
Okay,
I
I'm
don't joke
seeing
with
it.
this. I don't joke with this platform because this is where my eyes will open to opportunities. So that's
Mm.
me, right? That is forget all those titles. Probably I'm putting them there to tell you how amazing I am. uh I think I'm the most handsome person you've ever met. True or false? True.
Lalikon, don't be like that.
So
That's true now.
It's
this is on
Easter
my
Sunday. Easter
These are some
Sunday.
of my some of my colleagues from Washington D.C. when I met. So guys, you can um let's connect on LinkedIn, guys. Let's connect on LinkedIn. That's
So I feel
me.
like people on LinkedIn are people that have a lot of credentials.
They
No,
just
no, no. We are going to be talking about LinkedIn much later, guys. And then drop your LinkedIn URL in the Discord server so that your colleagues will also join. Don't joke with this, please. We are building a community. In fact, I didn't tell you guys that. Are you still here? Can you hear
Yes, sir.
me?
Yes.
I didn't I didn't tell you guys that I have someone who joined this class that is um he was a person, one of those two men that interviewed me when I was heading to the United States. He's working with the US consulate. So if you guys are joking on the Discord server, you never know who is your classmate. You never know who your classmate is. So try to be very kind to people, be very drop your LinkedIn, connect with people. You never can tell. This is a community where you can share whatever it is you can share. Also follow Oluchi dropped the social media links of Dial Techies in the group, right? In the
Yes.
WhatsApp group as well. Please follow because we are going to be posting free materials on our LinkedIn page, especially we are on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Please follow up, drop your link now as I'm talking while we continue with the class. Don't be distracted. And so, one thing I want you to know about the sum function is that I'm going to just talk about the sum function today and then basic formulas in Excel, and then that is it. Now, guys, in so we have something like 84, 50, blah blah blah. We have all this. Uh, are we still here?
Yes, sir.
yes.
So let me say we have these three things together. If you want to add them in Microsoft Excel, let me zoom out. Is my screen big enough now?
Yes.
It's
In Microsoft Excel, there are actually two ways to begin a formula. Remember, when you are adding something in mathematics, it is always 4 plus 4 equals to 8. This is it, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Good. But for Microsoft Excel, this is how it's going to work. It works this way. Equals to sum. Can you see that? It adds all the numbers in a range of cell. You have to put equals to. Without putting equals to, you are Excel is not going to understand that that is a formula. So you have bracket open. It's asking you for the first number, comma, the second number. So the first number here is what? 4. What is the second number?
4.
4. Good. So before you put that second number, you put a what? A comma,
Comma.
and then you put 4. Now
4.
you have to end it with a closed bracket. When you end a formula with a closed bracket, Excel understands that you are done using that formula. It's just like when you are writing in English. When you write, I have a book, you put full stop, don't you?
Mm.
Yes.
Before you continue, I have a book. The book is blue. It is on the table. Every of those short sentences, there is a full stop. And that full stop is to show you guys that
The
that
statement has
sentence
ended.
is over, right? So that is the same thing in Excel. When you put a bracket close, you are closing that formula. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear now?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Clear.
Good. So if I hit enter, what do you see?
8.
The
8.
sum
The
total.
sum.
The
The
sum
total
total.
is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. This is traditional mathematics. This is Excel mathematics. Now, for you to see the formula that got us this 8, you come here to where you have the formula bar. Can you see? Equals
Yes,
to
sir.
sum, bracket open, 4 comma 4 bracket close. Now, another way we can do, instead of beginning it with equals to, we can use plus. Not many people use this. I don't also use this. Can use plus sum, bracket open, 4 comma 4 bracket close, enter. It works the same way.
Does it work with other manuals, multiplication, division?
Exactly, it does. We are going to look at that as well. So that is it. Okay, and we are still processing this. So one formula, we want to add 54 plus 645 plus 84. So who can someone take me through the formula?
Equals sum,
Uh-huh.
open bracket,
Uh-huh.
54,
54.
comma,
Uh-huh.
50, 645,
645. Uh-huh.
comma, 84,
84. Good. What
close
else?
bracket, close
Good.
bracket,
And what?
Enter.
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 Good. All right. So what if in a situation where you have like that one I open, I don't want to go back to open that Microsoft Excel, but assuming I'm opening a data set now and you have up to 1,000 numbers, are you going to be typing 300, comma, 400, comma,
I
500,
was going
comma, 600,
to ask
comma,
that.
700, comma? By the time you type that one, you go
The next
even
day.
type your enemy name, put type the person where they owe you money, put, because sleep go don't come. So
Set. Can you drag and hold all of them on that column?
Yes. Yes.
Click, drag
so
and
we are going
hold.
to be, yes, we can, but let's look at, we have three formulas to actually solve for sum. The first formula is what? Press alt and then plus. Okay, so we are going to put our cursor just below the sum. We are going to press
Equals to.
alt and equals to. Can you see that? It automatically highlights everything you want to do. And then you hit enter. So we have our answer to be what? To be 743.
783.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So the
Yes,
first one is there. That is the first formula. First formula, press alt, then plus equals, and then hit enter.
But you
So the
have to
second
highlight.
formula, you don't need to highlight, just put your cursor under. For instance, I have 55, I have 85, I have 41. So I put my cursor under because I want to solve for all of this. And then I press what? Alt, and then I press
Alt
equals to. Do you
equals.
see? It
Oh yes.
automatically highlights
I
everything.
got
So when you are
everything.
done, what do? You press enter.
Enter.
It, it gives you the answer. Do you see that?
Hmm.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So those of you that are afraid of maths, are you going to be afraid of memorizing this formula as well?
If we knew this when we were much younger, we don't have issues.
We don't have computer then. No.
Oh, I had computer. I don't know the age you were in.
Rich baby.
The person that said they don't have computer, then you must be
Papa, how old are you that you
na,
don't have computer?
ancient of days you be that. Oh.
And I wonder, oh, Papa.
Even if you didn't have a computer, I mean, there were cyber cafes, right? There were people with
Yes.
computers around at the time. It wasn't popular, but they were available.
Yeah.
So now that is the first formula for sum. The second formula we have already shown you guys. Then the
Equals
third
sum.
formula, let us look at the third formula. Let's put something like, let's put 70s, put these random numbers, okay? So the third formula, I always love to put my numbers in currency because I love money. Money loves me. So we want to know how much is this product. Let's say amount. Let's title it amount. Okay. We want to know the total sum that this product or whatever it is made. So instead of going alternate, then plus equals to, instead of going equals to sum, all we need to do is what? Go to your home menu, look for this icon called the sigma sign. You see that
Auto
sign? It is called
Yes, sir.
sigma. It is a Greek symbol meaning
Sigma.
sum. Okay, it
Some.
means summation. Those of you that wrote WAEC and pass, I mean the one you wrote with your hand and pass, you definitely see this thing under mathematics, huh? Sigma, very popular. So it's
I
right
even
here
need
to
to look
show
at
you.
it.
So when you click on it, all you need to do is click on it once, and you are going to see automatically auto sum. It
Yeah.
will highlight everything and then it clicks. You see how Excel is so brilliant. Did it
Yeah.
highlight amount?
No.
It
Just the
didn't
numbers.
because it only respect the numbers. And
Mm.
then you hit enter, and that is it. That's your answer. So this is your. I need you guys to solve for this. I'm going to drop a link for the premium group because these assessments I'll be giving from today. I'm going to submit. I'm going to give you guys an email. Um, I don't want random people, to just send emails. If you want me to check what you've done, it's just for a few of you. I need maybe 50 persons in that premium group so that I can attend to them. You have your different groups, your different people who want to lead teams. These are things you can insert in your CV. You lead a team to. You have some internship projects that will be coming up. Like Pon told you guys yesterday, she belonged to the premium group. I think she's a team lead in her group. They are working on an internship project now on Excel. On Excel, actually, we want you guys to master this thing. So,
Sorry, someone is
remind
asking
me
on Discord.
what
Someone is asking on Discord, what about those of us that don't have PC?
PC. What? Okay, personal computer. You
That
would
is
have
your
to.
personal
I don't know. You
computer.
have to borrow. You have to borrow. Maybe go to the cyber cafe, get it from a friend. If you are really serious about this class, this type of question shouldn't come up. Really,
I feel like if you
you
if you
can.
want the full value for Microsoft Excel, you have to have a PC. You can't do this on your system. That's just you
Yeah,
can't do
you
this on your
can't.
phone rather. You need a computer for it.
When I start showing you guys some codes on Excel right now, for instance, let me show you something. Let me show you all these things. This is Excel. This is a code on Excel. How many of you are aware of this on Excel?
Mm.
Did you
Excel
see?
has code.
There's nothing like sheets or did you see column or rows here?
No, sir.
No.
There's no column or rows.
Bro,
Not many people know this part of Excel, but this is something I'm going to teach you. You can't have access to this you can't have access to this on your
Your
phone.
phone.
Okay, these are all codes, right? I've taught this a couple of times. Not many people know. Well, this is advanced Excel. Let me not confuse people. So we'll go back. It's right here. Look at it now. Data mining. This is another. Is advanced Excel. It's no be child play. So I need you guys to solve for this. It's very simple. Use the three formulas for sum. And then I need you guys to solve for these basic formulas in Excel. Let me let me teach you the first one. So we want to add 2 plus 2, 2 plus 4, right? All you need to do is equals to, click on 2 or click on the cell and then put plus, click on 4 or the cell and then hit enter. Now that reminds me, guys, I need you to come to this place. I was saying, what if you don't want to be doing all those 54 comma 655 comma blah 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 comma? So you have these three numbers. So instead of doing sum, bracket open, 7847,
Small
comma,
7, comma,
14,
14,
comma,
comma, 5, 4,
five
5.
four the five, and then you hit enter and get your answer. Instead of doing this, because what if you have 1,000 rows? What if you have 1,000 rows? So just come and do sum, bracket open, come to your values, drag down. Can you
All
see?
the way
So
to the down.
exactly, and then close it. So what do you see? It says D12 is to D14. Can someone explain what that means?
Column D, row 16,
That's the
row
cell
12.
numbers.
Well,
No,
That's the
no.
cell
That's
numbers.
the cell numbers.
The cell numbers. Cell numbers. That is
It's
what it
not
is.
rows and numbers.
So we are looking at D12, which is column D, row 12. That is where
Row
it began
12.
from. Then you see
Yes.
that dot at the middle. That is the
Column.
ratio,
Full
the
column.
row, the column. So it says D12 is to D14, meaning the cell is from D12 all the way down to
So
D14.
D14.
And then I'm going to hit enter. Now, why I love using the second one is this. Now, watch and see. We have these two as answers, right? We have these two as answers. Are we together, people? We are ending the class now. We have these
Yes,
two
sir.
as
Yes,
answers.
sir.
Good. Now, assuming somebody comes to you and say, um, you know what, that 14, it was a mistake. Oh, you know that there are some people that like that, especially you're working together, they give you tons of data set. They come after you are done working, they call you back and tell you that there was a massive mistake, that 300 numbers were mistakenly inserted into the data set. So if you were the wonderful idiot that was using comma all the time to solve your sum instead of using the second one, you discover that you have to go and look for the 300 numbers and
And
remove
start
them
all
manually.
over.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
That is when you will come and say, Kai, this tech thing is a scam, not knowing that you were the person that learned it in a very scamatious way. So now, if I want to change this 14, maybe it was a mistake, change the 14 and then I put 78 and then I click outside. I need you guys to watch, observe, and see which of the two answers changed and why.
The last answer changed. It changed because you used the third option. That is the column option. But the first one did not change because we used the equal sum, open bracket, comma, 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 to
Okay.
solve it.
Because he
The
used the
first,
cell numbers.
the
I
So
thought
cell
you
everything will
numbers.
change.
use the cell numbers,
That that
so it
that
changed
lady,
on
that
that.
that lady, I'm beginning to like her. She looks like someone that will be very chatty, a very good gossip.
And Daisy. I don't
Comma,
know
comma,
what
comma.
else
Can
to
you
use.
imagine? So, guys, as we end, this is what I'm going to recommend. On no account must you use manual method in calculating anything in Excel. It's going to waste your time. It's going to make stress you out, and it's going to make you make mistakes. Because right now, if we want to change 78 here, we have to go back to the formula bar and then remove that 14 and insert 78 manually. And how many times are you going to do this really before the answer changes? But when you use a cell to calculate anything, you automatically tell Microsoft Excel, even if I remove this value in this cell, any
It
value
will
that is
calculate
inside this
something
cell,
now.
work with that value. Does it make
Yes,
sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
very well.
That is what you are telling Excel. No matter what is in this cell, I want you to work with this cell and not the numbers. So anything that is working inside this cell, anything that is inserted inside this cell, as long as I'm using summation on it, make sure you work on it appropriately. But with comma, 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 according to my Adaze, you have to go back to the formula bar and remove it manually the same way you removed or inserted it from the onset. I just felt I should explain that because you guys are going to solve for this, the basic formulas in Excel. So this is the formula. I'm going to put it this way. This is how I put formulas so that they don't just go. So you have equals to, you can either put 2 plus 4 and then bracket and then hit enter. No need to put brackets, okay? Then you have your answer. Let's try it. Equals to 2 plus 4. I
Plus
hit
four.
enter. Do you see that? It changed to 6
Yes, sir.
automatically. I can as well say equals to sum bracket open 2 comma 4.
Comma four.
It will give me 6. I can as well come and say equals to sum because I want to use 2. I go click on the cell. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then
Yes, sir.
drag down. Can you see? I just drag down the two numbers
Drag down.
and then click bracket close and then I hit enter, it gives me 4. So there are three I just showed you three methods now. So I want you to use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, raised to power, percentage. Put the formula you used here and then your answers. In my next class, we are going to be looking at how you can calculate the average, okay, and how you can calculate minimum and maximum.
So that's like going into economics. Omo.
Ah,
Yeah, we are
Mean
getting there.
median mode.
We are getting there gradually. But as long as I'm the one that is teaching, you will be fine. Trust me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome. I'm going to drop the link for the premium group. If you guys want to join, it's totally free to attend all my sections. But the premium group is like you just want to be
VIP.
in the place. The premium group is going to be on WhatsApp, guys. So that it's going to be handsome. Uh, please, Willie. If I, yeah. Let me put it there so that everybody will see.
Meanwhile, so I said we are going to drop a email for submission of assignments.
Yes, that is only for those in the premium group. The rest of you will submit your assignments
Okay.
in the Discord
Okay.
server.
Um, James Samuel is asking the method again, sir. Which of the methods, Samuel? There are a lot of methods. Is it up on the plenty assignments we have to do?
All right. I think those of you on this call, um, somebody is saying you should recap on the assessment again. The
Okay,
assessment
assignment
never plenty.
one,
Oh. We
it
never start.
plenty. There are actually three. I posted on the Discord group. I posted on the Discord group. Assessment one is. So can I read them out? I don't know.
Yes, you can, please.
I'm trying to look into. No, I don't know where he. Okay.
I think I'm
One.
keeping to time for this class. Well, it's not up to 3 hours left, right?
Yes, sir.
Please,
Yes, sir.
guys, the next
Assignment
class is not
one.
going to be by this time. The next class is going to be by 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. West African time. Just our normal time, like 2 p.m., 9 a.m. We just
Okay.
change the time because of the Easter celebration.
okay.
Yeah, please go ahead with reading the assignment.
Okay. Assignment one. Use a data set to visualize a different chart. Assignment two. Import a picture and edit. Then assignment three. Work on conditional formatting. I think he just gave another assignment four now. That's the calculation. I'm trying to get it on Discord so I can I'm reading from my notes. The message is done plenty.
can't locate it anymore.
Just send it later on. You can send it to our group chat.
Okay, I'll do that. So I can continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
All right, guys.
Okay, for those on the Discord is on April assessments. I posted it already. April assessment submissions.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. David.
Okay, thank you very
Thank you,
much, sir.
Mr. David.
Welcome. See you guys. Enjoy the new week. See you on Saturday. I'll
All
join the
right.
link of. I'll add. I'll put the link to the premium group in the chat today.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
Good
Bye.
night, sir.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Nick, Alalekom, every other person. Good night.
All right. Good
Favor.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir. You're an amazing teacher.
Thanks so much. God bless you too. It's strictly on weekend. Okpalako Isabella. Weekend, so don't kill me, yeah? Classes are only on weekends. But with the premium group, I mean, we can always have calls. You can always that group is like, you know, premium group posted in the platform. Yes, it has been posted. All right, guys, I think I'm done here. Bye.
Good night, sir.